trying to feint that Boundless Strike. Trying to get that phase shift as often as possible, maybe give him an opportunity to play a little bit more aggressive. It's Monkey King. 16-2 leads the CS, doing a great job. Over towards top, we take a look. Zephyr going after this Legion Commander. Jab's just trying to push him back as best he can with the Skywrath Mage, now picking point in that Arcane Bolt. So
surprise, Legion Commander does not have a point in press the attack. I think in this type of lane, you get 1 point in passive, and then you get like 1 or 2 points in press the attack, just to be able to like dispel things, like dispel the stun against the Phoenix is extremely good. So he's just going all in on damage. Like, they want to get some kills. Orb of Corrosion is ready.
And they want to go after Jackie. They've got the Icarus Dive coming through. Now Masaros is in a lot of trouble running the other way. He was the one playing the aggressive style on that. Trying to get out of the hands of these little skeletons. And now it's the Jabs who gives up first blood.
This is why I said, like, I would love to see more points in press the attack, because you can remove the Fiery Spirits and it gives you attack speed. You can trade much easier with the Wraith King. I mean, it's good. Like, for Roman Gods is good, don't get me wrong, especially when the skeletons are spawned. Jackie, he seems pretty dead.
Yeah, playing it up front, pretty close to the tower, ends up dropping to Jabs. Masaros will be traded by Zephyr. Jabs can throw a couple more Arcane Bolts the way of Zephyr, but it's not going to get the kill, and he's got a South, so sit under the tower.
This is something that I like, you know. I'm playing that 5, my carry dies, I'm like, sorry bro, you know, you died, and then I get to farm the creep wave, I get the solo XP. It's one of those things that really benefit your position 5, especially if it's like a greedier 5, like Phoenix, who really relies on those levels.
Now, the quicker he gets to that 6, has that Supernova available, team fight just get that much better. Put that together with a Dream Coil, all of a sudden, a little bit into that mid game, you've got yourself a pretty substantial team fight.
Oh, pocket the bed's Orb of Corrosion, pretty hard to take down. A bit worried for Fnatic's lineup, where they don't have enough like lockdown. Yeah, they have a couple of slows, they have stuns, but they don't have that reliable stun, you know. You don't have that hero that just starts a team fight until, let's say, Legion Commander gets a Blink Dagger, but that's gonna take a while.
The Wraith Fire Blast to work with.
See
how important the Ancient Seal becomes from Jabs, too. Feels like there's a couple targets that he wants to go to as DJ drops bottom, but rotation from Jabs and Moon coming in with Raven. Trying to trade, maybe one, and look for a second on Cuckoo.
Oh, that's a nice time stun.
Balance Strike comes through, stops the Rolling Thunder for just a second. Jackie has come towards the bottom lane, throws a Wraith Fire Blast into the Monkey King. Moon looks for the Wukong, stops it, and holds it. Carl's in, and he drops the Dream Coil onto the Skywrath. Wing Rip silences him up. Jabs on the run. Masaros is here. Carl needs to find a way out, but the Boundless Strike, that's going to land. They have the duel. Do they have the damage? That's the kill. They do.
All right, so we see 9 people 9 minutes in at the tier 1 tower at the bottom. This is what I want to see now. Southeast Asian Dota, we're going to see a lot of stuff like this, a lot of aggression. Teams want to take fight, they want to take initiative, and I'm liking what I see.
Everybody bottom. The party. Jackie? What's the difference?
Splitter on the level 8. So I'd choose this anytime.
Now Masaros and DJ will smoke. Picking up that Blink Dagger, looking to debut it. Finding a spot to go for this duel. A couple of heroes from T1 just sitting in the Radiant jungle, namely Cuckoo. I believe Radiant does not have vision on them, so smoking and trying to go in blind at the moment.
They're just trying to get a pick off. Legion Commander plus Skywrath Mage is enough pretty much to kill anyone at this point. But as I said, their timing is BKB on Monkey plus Aghanim Scepter on Io. A bit of out of sync. Io will finish Aghanim Scepter. Monkey still needs like 500 gold. And they also have a Blink Dagger, a shiny new one on LC.
We've been seeing a lot of Monkey Kings go into the Battle Fury Aghs Is that just something you don't do?
I mean, Battle Fury Ags is too greedy. Ags is more than fine because it gives you that tower damage, it gives you like farm ability, more team fight presence. He still might go back to it after getting a BKB, but they have no abilities that pierce magic immunity, so I can understand why Moon is going for it.
Just getting 100 more gold, and then he'll have back BKB ready to go.
Once BKB is up, push out the lanes, smoke up, try to get a pick off. Legion plus Sky, deadly combo. This is something that the Fnatic is looking to do in the next few minutes. But D1, farming, you know, Wraith King on top of net worth. He is the hero that really flash farms. His Kellys are maxed out. And yeah, things are working out well for them right now. So Puck, double damage pop. Witchblade is up. Let's see which route he takes. 30 damage talent. Okay, so we know what he wants to do.
Deal as much damage as possible. Might be able to find Jackie, spot this Wraith King, and there's the duel. Stick Flare right on top of him. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now with 50 dual damage, they drop down the Wukongs. They try to kill off Jackie a second time and are successful in the Cuckoo just a little bit late with the Rolling Thunder.
Still wouldn't make a difference because they already killed him once. They dueled him, got the damage, and once he respawns, like, there is no real counterplay. Right now, Fnatic feels really, really strong. Keep fighting with Io. I like what I see. The item build, jabs.
Trouble, Sunray on top of him. He'll burn out. Elder Titan looking next. Supernova on the back lines of this. Moon gets the balance strike onto Carl. They're trying to get the kill into the Puck, but they just don't have the control for the moment. They get the kill into Zephyr. They're going to take out one. They already have Wraith King out of the fight. Cuckoo trying to man fight as he'll finish off Raven, losing his life to Soros, but now they've got duel again. But the victory is there for Whitemon. Thanks for the 20 damage. Moon will still chase. Try to kill this Enchantress. Finishes him off with a balanced strike, and now it's Carl v Moon on a 1v1. Although Jackie might have something to say about this.
What do you think?
That one had an extra hit or two. Would have definitely gone off. Moon just about to finish the Desolator on this Monkey King. Balance Strike comes through, but the Waning Rift silences up the Monkey King. They're going to go for this. Swashbuckle, Icarus dive, BKB's been popped by Moon. They have the Rolling Thunder coming through from Cuckoo. They also drop down the Dream Coil. Moon TP's away. Still might find jabs, and they have themselves a Wraith Fire Blast with Rolling Thunder bouncing them up into the air and eventually finishing them off. So Jackie with the kill. That's his first kill of the game.
Yeah. Pangolier picking out Roche, like, yeah, we can take it. Not sure if the rest of the team agrees. Monkey King, no Wukongs, no BKB. And it's also very hard to just straight up go into Roche Pit against the Elder Titan. Yeah, this is what's gonna happen. But Ice Frog says, you know, I'll bless this team with casual double damage on Wraith King.
This way easier. Downless strike, Whitemon getting blown up. We'll go for the Supernova, and well, now they have to retreat. See if Fnatic go in for this. They've got the duel. They'll drop the Mystic Flare right down on the Cuckoo. They get the kill to the Pangolier. The Icarus dive away. Carl and Jackie trying to fight the Legion Commander. They've got the silence with the Waning Rift. They'll finish off Masaros. But now Jackie is in a bad position. The double damage is about to run out. Might lose his first fight. Killing off DJ. The damage is too much for the BKB pop by Moon. They'll go for the second one. Have the silence. Do they have the damage? Carl hitting away, but just not doing enough to save this Wraith King. Dream Coil plays down. Rolling Thunder coming in from Cuckoo, who bought back. They'll snap it, even keeping Moon at a decent level of health. Now they'll try to turn. They disarm Raven. Sunray right on top of the two of them. Moon burning down low. Impetus shots coming in. Whitemon takes him out.
Whitemon kills the Moon, but a couple of buybacks expended on both sides. Like, Puck is just food. If Skywrath Mage gets the Ancient Seal on him, it's a 6-second duration silence. There is no counterplay. Like, you do not have a Yule Scepter. I see Lincoln Sphere being queued up. Maybe Yule Scepter would have been a better choice. You know, it's a cheaper item to get, and it can also, like, dispel Monkey King. You can dispel press the attack. One way to, like, protect the egg, and you have your own way to get rid of the silence. But he's thinking, yeah, maybe I just need something against the duel.
Feels
It's a lot of gold, you know. Lincoln Sphere, hard to get, especially if you died 2 times in a row.
They don't even end up getting that Roche. They were granted the double damage, but Fnatic, again, looking like their counterplay has just been pretty stellar. You see this, I guess the comparison, you see it in boxing, a counter puncher.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the other side to attack or land that counter uppercut.
It's a different style, you know. Like, you can think about it in Dota, considering the lineup that you have. You can't, like right now, it doesn't matter that much because you have that Legion commander with a Blink Dagger. But before Legion had the Blink, you would mostly just, you know, counter initiate, see what your opponent is doing, and then just react to that.
Going for that Ags now that Desolator. Legion Commander, like we said, BKB.
Middle tower is under attack.
A couple of items being built here for Fnatic that we'll see if they change up these fights maybe a little bit.
Io
thinking Kaya Heart.
Yeah, not too bad, you know. It's also Sanj Kaya. Sanj is completed, just needs to be delivered because Overcharge now gives spell amplification, and you're mostly relying on the spirits to deal the damage. So kind of understand what he's going for. It could be like a new build since the recent change of Overcharge.
He's out his move, heading his way
Radiant's bottom
towards
tower
top.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Pretty
is
quiet
no more.
for the last 2 minutes or so. Seems like both teams have gotten a little bit complacent and just backing up for a moment and farming, pushing out the lanes a little bit.
Everyone's just being careful about the Roche. If you kill 2 heroes without casualties, the enemy team needs to fall back, and it's kind of free Roche for you. But we also had a couple of buybacks in the previous fight, so both teams playing very cautious at the moment.
BKB. Fail. It'll be a long way to get that's that BKB. Two significant items getting closer to that level 3 on the Supernova. We'll see again, adding hits needed. Might be the difference maker in these
Now
fights.
that I'm thinking about it, like, Heart on Io makes so much sense because it doesn't have this out of the combat. Like, you have the constant region of Heart deck.
Headband. Who's taking that?
Could be Spy. You know, have way of pushing enemies away from you, and the cast range is really nice. Also, extra and
Flash going on. That's right. Taking a lot of damage. How can you give me the hit to come in? Now this super, the Legion Commander looking like he's going to lose that one. Jackie's got himself some damage. Got this Supernova that pops, and now the Dream would have followed up. This fight going pretty well for T1 for the moment. And they clean up. DJ chasing Whitemon. Tether from Raven to Moon. Aro trying to jump back in, and now Loser Orb out. Just a 1-for-1.
Monkey King is back in.
And get it. Whoa, the spirits just do it on the long range. Far away from the monkey, but doesn't mean the spirits aren't going to grab you. Now they're back in a Roche. Everything's been used for T1.
Fnatic might need to reset. Wait for BKBs to come back online. Don't fully commit to this Roche. They still have a ton of region with, you know, Io. They also need Legion Commander. Legion bought back in the previous fight, so that's why it's taking pretty much forever to respawn.
Going forward, Jack stunned. Trouble starting on him. They'll take out Moon. Now he buys back. Roche getting low. Can they stand away? Jackie stacking Aegis. That's the great get the kill the Icarus die over the takeout. Jets T1 come out with an Aegis, and now they're gonna find their hands around the neck of DJ. Try to get this kill, but the Elder Titan just too fast for Jackie.
Reload out. This is why I said that they need to reset their BKB timing. This might be the game move. not fast enough. Wow. Okay,
Just a
so
few seconds
with this
behind.
move, they're back in the game.
Look at the Aegis. Take him out a second time. They've got the duels. Cuckoo jumping forward for Balance Strike. Gets Zephyr. They want Cuckoo, who Rolling Thunder away with BKB Popeye Moon. He was able to take out the Phoenix. They were looking for Whitemon. The attention went towards the Phoenix and scurries away.
Moon at least got 2 kills after that buyback. They didn't get the Aegis. A bit of a mistake from Fnatic there to choose that Roche fight instead of just waiting a couple of seconds and then reinitiating. Also, Legion Commander was about to respawn, but they got the best out of it. Also, T1 overextending a bit. Rating probably had a false sense of security where he thinks, yeah, I have Aegis, I have my reincarnation back up in a couple of seconds. Then they blow him up twice so fast.
Dire's
Blue
middle
on a
tower
Carl.
is
In that, he comes through.
Dire are scanning
Almost gets
for
Masalas, but the
enemies.
sleep is what gives him the first life pop. And they have Wukong's command right on top of him and the Earth Splitter, which is perfectly timed.
EPLP was just... it's so hard to time.
Really, really well played by the E. +1 on the...
You know why? Because he does not have 440 build. It's a good ability.
He beat Popeye Moon. Full shape. Wukong's command. Fitting this. Was down bottom. Everybody. T1. Dead for 107 seconds.
I see what he's doing. You know, he just wants to use that extra respawn timer right now. Does not want to save it for later. Because I don't think T1 will be able to just push the high ground. Yeah, they have a minute and a half. Probably will try to pressure it a bit. But against ET, let's see how the big boy can hold the high ground. Here it comes, the Spirit.
Tower is under attack. Tower is under attack.
Great ping, and then brutal miss.
And push suddenly stop monkeys out. They don't think they'll try to go for another high ground. That's why ET is probably the best counter initiation hero in the game. Finally, Puck also has a Lincoln Sphere, so doesn't have to care too much about that like dual initiation. And they don't have too many spells that they can remove the Lincolns with.
Tower is under attack.
No BKB.
Silence on the wave rip. They have the kill. They have the kill off Jack. Peek out of the second. Earthquake flies in. Get over towards DJ. Make it
Wow, make it a chain feed. Like they done such a great job defending the tier 1 tower, and then they decide to defend the tier 2 tower for no reason.
a little bit too far.
Yeah, exactly.
Now is an opportunity to go back to the tier 3 bottom. We got 2 heroes up against the 5 of T1. We'll see how willing they are to press this. The Monkey King respawns. Moon. Presence enough. Back away. Key. The eyes, they both back away. Can coil off.
Okay, Fnatic should just, you know, hold the high ground. Moon in a bit of a trouble. That's where he finds him.
Then they want to go for Jack. Here comes Command Book. Balance Strike. Bring in Raven to them. The dash gets first on his hands. Top of BKB. His Armlet Toggle trying to survive. Walks away. Really close to grabbing that kill onto the Raven King. That could be disastrous.
Now, Fnatic was playing so well first 25 minutes of the game, and a couple of bad decisions put them in the spot. Like, they decided to try to defend the tier 2 tower. They could also play the Roche fight a bit differently. Now Monkey King uses Wukong's while a Legion Commander is dead. I think they want like too much stuff like to happen at the moment when it's not available.
Gold for really moving forward, picked up that Deso, the BKB ready to go. Now he's going to get into the ag.
Tower is under attack.
But we were talking about that ag. Much better.
That buyback really cost him a lot.
Up towards top with Zephyr, the rest of the team coming in. Cuckoo join in with Jackie.
Radiant's top tower is under
Picked up
attack.
his own. One to have a point in the game.
Radiant's top tower
Against 3
is
BKBs, it's really, really good. Black on the panel said this is the best Ags in the game.
Radiant are scanning for
I don't
enemies.
think it's like the best one, but there's definitely tier 1 Aghanim Scepter.
For the Wraith King, or at least Rosh up in potentially a minute and 23 seconds. 2-1 postured towards the pit and ready to take on Fnatic. They come out a little bit too far, and we saw that when went to the tier 2 tower, how that fight for T1 went. Elder Titan next. Crafter picked up by the Monkey King. Mr. Cloak. Oh, hold on.
Dire
That's it.
are scanning for
It's
enemies.
not a bad item. Like, on certain heroes like the assassin type heroes, the evasion is really good. Invis is really good, but it also gives evasion and magic resistance, which is kind of dope. Also, none of the heroes bought Shard this game, 40 minutes in.
Tower is under attack.
Any shard that I think is of value in this one. They kill off Cuckoo. Whitemon and Jackie are looking like they're retreating. Jackie turns on Raven for a second. There's one right click. There's Great Fire Blast onto Moon. They bomb back on Cuckoo. Whitemon moving forward. Carl's here. Doing this supernova right on top of Asari. That pops and the Dream Coil comes down onto Raven. Jackie with Great Fire Blast hits up the Monkey King once again. They're looking for the Royal Thunder coming in. Jackie getting low. Losing that first life. The Wukong's command is right on top of him. He's going to be in trouble once again. KB, he's on the run. Moon trying to chase. He's got the game with the waning Rift not to do. Io as well. The Monkey King now right on top of Raven. Boundless strike hits the backline. Gets onto Carl. Whitemon throwing some inhibited shots over. That's just not enough damage. Somebody to try and save Cuckoo. Ball back to be dead for 104 seconds. Silence on the Monkey King. Moon trying to run. He pivots
How that
on
region.
And now Jackie and Zephyr, they get close. They'll take out Whitemon.
Man, Io.
Zephyr gets hit with the spirits. He's out of this one for 79. Lincoln, you can really abuse that. Make sure that Lincoln almost never in play. You know for sure that you can pretty much pop it, right?
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Abyssal,
attack.
Cuckoo, he was working on one as well. So multiple Abyssals, and then Carl going into the
Dire's
Daedalus.
bottom tower has
Get
fallen.
more damage.
Dire's
This is a
bottom
problem.
tower
He's
is
got
under
buyback. He's dead for another 40 seconds. Fnatic are knocking on the door of the tier 3 bot. They're ready to go. They've got the Aegis in the hands of Moon. T1 defend. Are they willing to use that buyback? Will they give up one tier 3, maybe a set of racks? Whitemon is in trouble. Lincoln, looking for this duel. He'll get it. Loses his life afterwards. And now fire goes out from Carl. Recall will be dropped down. They can kill the Zephyr. They'll lose DJ. Buybacks all over the place with Wukong's command being placed by Moon. Going after Jackie so low. Done with Taco to
They need to
survive
back-
and walk away.
they need
Carl
to back
kills off
off.
jabs.
That's for
Lincoln
your
gets popped. The palace strikes in. Ooh, just jaunts over.
So they lost the 3 heroes.
Jackie.
Legion Commander bought back.
They're still chasing. They've got the silence, and they'll take out the first life. They don't have Wukong placed right on top of him. Masaros doesn't have a duel for 13 seconds. BKB pop by Moon. Sunray from Zephyr right on top of the Wraith King. They back up past the tier 3 tower, but Moon seemingly not scared to go past the tier 3 and between the tier 4s that we saw Masaros do a second ago.
And they go back a bit, reset to full HP. They're still Cheese and Aegis. And once Monkey King starts to, summon a couple of those monkey jingle warriors around him, it's very hard to initiate on him.
Even Moon, Zuri Orb right on top. This is not looking good for T1. This is about a 20,000 net worth shift. Fnatic were up 8K.
Aegis is gone. Jackie still dead. Might need to be forced to use a buyback here, and there it is. Not sure what they can get out of this. Monkeys, he still wants to fight. BKB plus Wukong's command is up.
Dreamcoil comes through on the 2 as well as the Waning Rift. They've got the Dreamcoil on a Raven as well as Moon, but this seems more like a disengage than anything. T1 will go back to their high ground and try to defend potentially one last time.
This is it. They only have one more fight. If they lose this fight, the game just ends.
Let's see what they can do with this. Smoke up from T1. Loser lurks from the back, looking over towards the other side. DJ for the balance strike. That hits on a Jackie. He's getting bashed away. That first life is already out of his hands. He'll come back alive. Pego is off to the left. They've got the Wukong's command as well as the duel right on top of the ring. He gets low. Jackie will fall. Another winner there for the Legion Commander.
That's
they
it.
Take
That's
out
the game.
Puck, and that will be Fnatic coming back from a bit of a deficit up to about 10K, and they find themselves with Game 1 in their hands. Really well done by Fnatic to bring that back.
Yeah, I've said like they're playing so well, even with the deficit. A couple of weird decision making around the first Roche, but in the end they make it work. Like this build on IO, mwah, absolute perfection.
That's the sign of approval. Yeah, I like it.
And so good. Like I would just love to see the healing numbers. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
because these are like over probably 100,000 healing coming out from Wisp.
That was really impressive, and there were a couple points where it felt like Fnatic may have let go of it. You know, they come out, defend the tier 2, they end up getting punished for that, and all of a sudden they fight back. They get through what was like a 10,000 net worth deficit. And
Fnatic had a great understanding what their timings are in this game, where they, you know, get that Aghanim Scepter on IO, they get BKB on Monkey King, and then they just, you know, keep fighting. Like this is what